right, all right, all right. I'm here. Shout out to everybody on my Facebook. I'm representing Chicago, Illinois. Everybody on Kick, you know it's the Windy City. Everybody on Twitch, you know it's Chi-Town. Everybody on YouTube, you know it's Chirac. And on my other Facebook, you know it's the Windy City. Chicago, Illinois, that's what I'm representing. We got Atlanta, Georgia in the building. Good to see you, Will. We got Buffalo, New York in the building. Let's get it. If your heart pumps Kool-Aid, you don't need to watch this because I'm on the edge a little bit. There's some people not going to want me to say what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it. Washington, D.C. is in the building, Rep Your City. I'm going to say it. This is how I get in trouble. I'm not supposed to say any of this, I don't think. My brother Goshen, Shalom, brother, represent New York, New York. The number one city in America, regardless how many people like Chicago. New York is New York. If you've been there, you know what I'm talking about. New York is number one. Chicago is getting a lot of claims for the best city as far as entertainment and stuff like that. That's well deserved, but just overall, great city. Just the population alone in New York makes it number one. New York's population is astronomical. There's a lot of people in New York. So you really can't compare it to a city that got that many people. And to a city that's really a bunch of islands connected with bridges. Very unique. Because it's not a city, technically. Los Angeles, California in the building, which is my second home. I love Los Angeles. But I'm not sure about today. When I was in Los Angeles, it was heavily black. And now I think Los Angeles is more Hispanic, probably. It probably doesn't have that black feel it used to have, but I'd have to go see. We got Indianapolis in the building. We got Los Angeles in the building. Much love to everybody. As I talk about something I probably shouldn't and give an opinion I probably shouldn't, but it's all on the internet. We have Arkansas in the building. We got the great Baltimore in the building. I hear got some fine women in Baltimore. That's what I hear. I hear Baltimore got some fine queens. That's what I heard. That's what the word is. Baltimore got some bad women. They say they thicker than a Snicker. I had to think about if I wanted to talk about this. Rest in peace to Reggie Carroll. Much respect to his family. Forgotten Kings TV and MREC have been talking about this and have opened it up for discussion. I feel they've opened up a discussion. Maybe if they don't want to discuss from a lot of different points of view, maybe they should chill out. But they still going. And I don't like what Forgotten Kings of TV and MREC is saying. I don't like it. It's inaccurate. It doesn't represent reality. Not at all. What people are saying is, considering that MREC is involved with comedy and so is Forgotten Kings of TV, they're being biased. They also seem to be hating on Katt Williams, and they also seem to be hating on Katt Williams supporters, calling them, saying that supporters, people that saying Katt probably didn't do nothing, are fans of celebrities, are overly in love with celebrities when they seem to be hating on a celebrity. MREC and Forgotten Kings TV are coming off like haters. They're only going one side. They're anti-Katt Williams and they're in comedy. So my investigative senses say it's more to their throwing Katt in this than meets the eye. And they won't be honest and just say they don't like Katt Williams. Maybe he didn't do business with them as far as comedy. It looks funny. MREC is looking, it's two different MRECs. It's the MREC on MREC TV that's often talk about how he grew up in New York and he went to the streets. And now it's the MREC that wants Katt Williams to speak on an open investigation. So all the street stuff is gone. If Reggie's got a brother or anybody saying stuff, their street credibility is gone. Street cred gone. And it's fake and it's phony. What they're saying is fake and it's phony, and it's one side, and it is fake and it's phony. Okay? Chi-Town, stand up. I'm representing Chicago. And what MREC and Forgotten Worlds TV is saying, and tell them I said it, is fake, it's phony, and it's biased. It does not represent reality. I even had somebody get in my comments and say that Reggie Carroll was under Katt Williams' watch. Look, a grown man is under his own watch. And I speak for the hoods all across America. If it's two grown men and somebody gets shot a lot with a shotgun, they was beefing. Somebody did something to somebody else. Man, miss me with the fake scenarios. Miss me. Nobody's opening up a shotgun on you just for nothing. You had to do something for somebody to go get a shotgun and shoot you. You did something. You did something. Brothers just don't get that mad like that. Who you know get mad like that? Now you got crazy people that's going crowds and just shoot. But who you know go get a shotgun and shoot a brother for no reason? I know people ain't gonna like it, but hey, I'm the realest alive. Who you know get hit with a shotty for no reason unless it's a robbery over a woman or beef. Somebody put hands on somebody, somebody went too far. In the real world, not in the MREC and forgotten TV emotional content creating, hating on Katt Williams, fellow people in comedy world. Not in that world. I'm really disappointed in MREC because he in New York. You know, ain't nobody hit nobody with no shotgun no bunch of times like that. Now, the crazy thing is, in their defense, and I'm talking about MREC and Forgotten Worlds TV, Forgotten Kings TV. There's times where they acting like, Reggie, get on with us. They're talking, a lot of times they're talking like Reggie had a little gangster in him. That's why if Reggie's family is watching, tell them to shut up. Listen, much respect to Reggie, but MREC and Forgotten Worlds TV is hurting Reggie Carroll, is really helping the shooter. That's a fact. Because in their effort, they talking about Reggie too much. They talk about too much and they saying he gangster a little bit. They saying like, I'm telling you what I heard. They're like, Reggie would ride out with us. What you mean ride out? They talking too much. Listen, MREC, Forgotten Worlds TV, take them videos down. Y'all tell them, take them videos down. Because y'all ain't helping Reggie. Katt is smarter than MREC and Forgotten Worlds TV. Zip it. Because there's some time they say, I was with Reggie, and if anything go down, Reggie's going to ride out, In so many words, my interpretation is, Reggie get busy with the hands or whatever. I mean, that was my interpretation. I know what I hear. They talking too much. They not helping nothing. They hurting Reggie. Real talk. And I don't know if that's his brother, whoever that is, looking all gangster. He ain't helping Reggie either. Because, bro, you're looking all gangster. Maybe Reggie got gangster and got clout. I shouldn't have to say this. But listen, Reggie ain't innocent until that's really proven. We don't know what happened. We don't know if Reggie punched dude or not. I'm not saying he did. I'm saying I can't say he didn't. I cannot say they didn't get into it and dude went and got the shotgun. Typically, in Chicago, that's how that happens. Typically, the one that got the shotgun felt violated some kind of way. You did something. And he emptied it? Or what, 5 shots from a shotgun? Come on, y'all. Come on, man. Are we real anymore? Or are we fake? What you got to do to a dude for him to get a shotty on you or pump you with a shotgun? If it's a hit, ain't nobody gonna put no hit on you sloppy like that. So I don't know why they trying to put Katt Williams in it when if Katt Williams wants you out of here, it would have probably been more smoother than that. And then let's take a wild scenario. Was Katt Williams? What would he have to do for Katt Williams to empty a shotgun in him. What are we doing? We not real no more? Oh, what? What are we doing? I didn't want to say this because of respect to the family, but they ain't respecting the family, so why I gotta do it? They disrespecting the whole crime. They should shut up like Katt is shut up. That's what MREC and Forgotten Worlds teach, because they look like they're doing it for content. They look like they clout chasing, and they look like they're hating on Katt. I'm very disappointed in MREC. His street cred to me, all that I grew up in Brooklyn or wherever he from, I ain't trying to hear that no more. I ain't trying to hear that. When you want somebody to speak on an open murder investigation, boy, you wasn't outside like that. Boy, you wasn't outside like that. Then y'all show ain't about no business, because if it happened and they was all involved around Katt looking at millions and millions of dollars in a lawsuit, anyway it go, if they could tie him to it, even in a distance, people would try to sue him for this. Talk about he was under Katt's watch. A grown man is under. So if I hire your son or your uncle to go on the tour with me, he under my watch. He only on my watch. How? So if me and your brother's on the tour with me, and we walk out of a lounge and somebody run up and shoot your brother, that's under my watch? Because he could have shot me. What? What you mean under watch? What you mean under somebody's watch? What does that mean? Under my watch is I give you my baby to babysit, and my baby get hurt or my kids get hurt. They was under your watch. You were supposed to be watching them. Katt ain't supposed to be watching no grown-ass man. What? Katt is not supposed to be watching Reggie. Reggie's a grown man. Stop it. Reggie's under his own watch. He's a grown man. So they saying these two men live together, and one of them shoot the other one. What the hell that got to do with? To me, it sounds like a beef. Sound like the living conditions got funky, and it seemed like it was some disrespect going on or something, and somebody got mad, and pow pow. That's the most common sense conclusion. If they was beefing, fighting or something, dude grabbed his shotty and popped him. Duh. That's why I'm the realest. I mean, in Chicago, where I live at, that's the first scenario. They was beefing. They was arguing. They was fighting. Somebody slept with somebody else's girl. But those two was beefing would be the first scenario. Katt would not be in the scenario if it's two men and one gets shot. MREC and Forgotten TV, Forgotten whatever it's called, because I didn't forgotten it. Forgotten Kings of Comedy is fake. Them dudes ain't got no street cred. They on some old personal weirdo stuff. Yeah, they want Katt to talk about it, but Katt's got the most to lose financially from a lawsuit. Why would he say anything? If you was a multimillionaire, you would speak on that and put yourself in the middle of a lawsuit? No, you'll stay the hell out the way and let that work out the way it's work out. It's don't got nothing to do with it. These was two grown men. They got into it, and it happened how it happened. I was not there. I'm not responsible. I could sue them for messing up my stuff. Katt could sue them for ruining his business in the real world. But looking at Reggie don't look like no punk. And so in my world, Reggie not innocent until proven innocent. I need to know what happened. Because where I come from, Reggie did something. I'm just keeping it real. In my world, it's over a woman, it's over some money, or it's over beef. You're beefing. You're beefing. That's it. There ain't no conspiracy, no. In my world, in the real world, not in the fake MREC world. Because like I said, I kind of lost a little respect for his opinions from now. His point of views now is tainted. He ain't real like that. MREC, you're not real. I don't want to hear no more of that New York stuff. All that, I ain't really trying to hear that no more. Because you really not that. You proved you're not that. MREC, you're not that. You're not that. You're not that. You don't represent no real outside in New York. MREC don't represent outside in New York with two men around and one shoot the other one. In New York, everybody know what that is in New York. They was beefing. That the first thing is they was beefing. Them two was beefing. Nobody gonna say, oh, somebody paid him to do that and he did it sloppy like that. Come on, y'all. Where have you ever heard of somebody putting somebody on that to do something sloppy like that on and they involved with it? You understand? I'm just talking common sense from the streets. Two men get into it, somebody get the gun and shoot the other one. Come on, man, they was beefing. There's no way Katt Williams gonna have you do that like that. And then if you want to make up a wild scenario that Katt Williams did it and covered it up, you still did something. You did something. If they trying to say Katt did it, what did they do to Katt for him to get hit with a shotgun? Bro got hit with it. It's not funny. Because rest in peace to him, but I'm just keeping it a billion. You don't get hit with a shotgun like that for nothing, unless it's a robbery or something like that. You didn't put your hand, you didn't slap somebody or punch somebody thinking you Superman, and they popped you. Yeah. Yeah, you got gangster and they got gangster. Yeah, in the real world. In the real world, for you to get laid down like that, the person that did it to you was crazy, some kind of sloppy robber or something like that. Nobody just hitting you with no shotgun. I do not believe nobody you lived with, nobody you went on tour with, just shot you with a shotgun a bunch of times for no reason. For no reason. Somebody you've been on the road with just shot you with a shotgun. You didn't do nothing. You didn't do nothing wrong. They just woke up one day and shot you with a shotgun. Typically, you beat somebody up or you jumped on somebody or something. They felt like they couldn't take that L and they shot you. Because a lot of men can't take you beating them up like that. A lot of men know if you beat them up, you're going to go out in the world and brag about it. So they're going to make sure you don't go out in the world no more. Then a lot of men got serious anger issues. So if you beat them up, they'd be like a mad dog. Y'all ever raised dogs? You ever raised dogs and seen them when they went crazy? Because I had a Great Dane. I had a Great Dane Doberman mix. They were Great Dane and Doberman. One time I said the wrong two dogs, but that's what they were. They was Great Dane and Doberman mix. And they was young puppies and they got into it and they went crazy. The two girls, the girl and the boy jumped on the beige one. The two black ones attacked the beige one. I think one of the black ones started fighting the beige one and the other black one helped him. I'm like, well, how they both know they black color and know he beige? It was deep. They knew they was different colors and they was all brothers and sisters. It was a beige boy and a black boy and a black girl. And the two black ones was attacking the beige one. I don't know why she jumped in to help the black one. Maybe she knew he was the dominant one. I don't know. But they was trying to unalive him, and they was young. They was little too. They was young. They might have been like 5 or 6 months old. I was like, holy camole. Trying to get them off of him. They didn't get to do no damage. Luckily, I was home. If I would have been home and my queen would have been up there, she probably wouldn't know what to do. I would have got back. One of them would have been unalive. You know what I'm saying? But this story is bothering me. They keep throwing Katt name in this. Man, leave Katt name out of it like that. You ain't got no proof he did nothing. And he's not supposed to call and say nothing. Say what? If he don't got nothing to do with it, what he got to say something for? He don't got to apologize. He ain't got to do nothing. Every time two dudes get into the streets, I'm supposed to call? How is that Katt business at all? If they was off work, they was not at work, they was not on tour. So Katt don't got to say shit. If you're on tour with me, and we get off tour and we got a break, and I say, y'all could go stay at that house over there, and y'all get into it, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't have to call and give no condolences. I don't have to say nothing. It's just two dudes that got into it, just like every other dudes on the street that get into it. Period. It got nothing to do with Katt if you're not working at that time. Nothing. As a matter of fact, if it happened at a place that he's renting for you, you messing up his money. That his relatives need to apologize to Katt. Sorry, our sons did all of this while you was trying to help them. Duh. Katt don't got to call nowhere. MREC and Forgotten Kings TV, Forgotten Comedy or King, Forgotten Kings TV. Well, they need to shut up. Katt ain't got to call nothing. That was two grown men messing up Katt's money. They messing up Katt's reputation and Katt's money. It's proof because MREC and Forgotten Kings TV got Katt's name all in their mouth, trying to incriminate Katt, some police stuff. MREC and Forgotten Worlds TV is policey. That's like some dry snitching they on. Scruncho too. Police. Snitches. Snitching without even knowing what's going on. Now, snitch vibes. I'm going to tell you, all this over murder. And they want to know why Katt ain't talking. I want to know why they are talking. Shut y'all asses up. Why is y'all talking? Y'all don't know what happened? MREC, you don't know what happened? Shut up. Forgotten Kings TV, shut up, man. You don't know what happened. Shut up. Both of y'all, shut up. All of that is probably, might have been. None of that's real. Shut y'all asses up. Y'all ain't got nothing substantial. Y'all just talking. Was you there? Was MREC there? No. Was Forgotten Kings TV there? No. All right. So what are they talking about? They wasn't even there. Man, Katt need to say something. Y'all need to shut up. Katt don't need to say shit. That was two grown-ass men. Katt is not their damn babysitter. He don't got to say nothing. If I was him, I wouldn't say nothing if you was two grown men and you got into it. That's y'all. I don't got nothing to do with it. What I'm say something for? Me saying something, put like the responsibility on me some kind of way. Opening me up for lawsuits. When I come back, I'm going to be like, I ain't had nothing to do with it. I got to protect myself. MREC and dude, they ain't got no millions like Katt. Katt better not say nothing. Never. If it was me, I would never say nothing. I would never say nothing if y'all put my business in jeopardy like that. If y'all put me in jeopardy like that and got my name swerving like that when I tried to give y'all opportunity, I wouldn't say shit. I'm going to tell you straight up. They hurting Katt. I thought MREC was on something. He ain't on nothing. I don't even want to listen to his show. I'm unsubscribed. I don't want to listen to MREC no more because he going to sound phony. I'll be like, dude, you don't be know what you're talking about. Shut up. He getting unsubscribed. I will never listen to him no more because his street cred to me is gone. MREC street cred is trash to me. I don't want to hear none of he phony. He not like that. He need to leave 50 out his mouth. I tell you that. I don't want to listen to him no more because it's like, I can't believe nothing he say no more. He ain't really that. MREC ain't that. You ain't that. All that New York, you not that, bro. You a podcaster. Just do that. Just do it. Just be a podcaster, bro. Leave the New York. I was outside. I don't ever. I got to unsubscribe. I want to know you guys say because now his credibility gone. He just showed me he don't know nothing, or he emotional, or something. Because everybody knows something. No, two dudes get into it, somebody gets shot. Hey, that could be anything. Could have happened. The shooter could have disrespected Reggie. Then Reggie checked him. Then dude might have got mad and popped him. I mean, there's a bunch of scenarios, but it's all between them two. There could be 3, 4, 5 scenarios between them two. Katt Williams ain't in the scenario. How? To me, they hate. They some haters. They some haters because they kept saying people like me is fans of celebrities. So I went on their page and say, well, you got fans of celebrities and you got haters of celebrities. Y'all sound like some haters of celebrities because y'all like, oh, y'all just fans because Katt's a celebrity. And it's like, what? Y'all just hating because Katt's a big time celebrity. That's what it look like. MREC looked like a super hater. For real. And for Forgotten Kings TV, man, they look like haters to me. They just overdoing the hate on Katt. It's just Katt. They ain't checking their mans. They ain't bring up no other scenarios or nothing like real. You know what I'm saying? They didn't bring up no realistic scenarios that them two could have got into it. Okay? He could have disrespected bro, and bro went and got this shotty. Or he disrespected him, then he beat him up, then he went and got the shotty. In the real world, they was beefing. In the real world. I don't know about the fake world, but in the real world, in Chicago, if that happened, we're going to say they got into it. They got into it. They was living together and they got into it. They were stuck around each other, living together. They got up in that building and they started with each other. But they had to stay there because they got to wait for Katt to come back to go on tour. So you got two dudes in the building that's hitting heads. There ain't nobody there to calm it down. And one day, it exploded. That's the number one scenario. As they was up in there and they couldn't get along. They couldn't get along. And he don't look like he play, but he look like he'll do you dirty, okay? All right? He ain't like him. That's been proven. You know what I'm saying? Man, Wizard. Who can be a fan when nobody is fanning them? We are realistic. Nobody shoots nobody over nothing. Would you tell them, Wizard? Don't know. I ain't never heard nobody go get no shotgun over nothing. I ain't never heard that before in my life. It's a robbery, but if they know you, that's not a robbery. So you got to cancel that out. That's a beef. Ain't it, Wizard? Ain't that a beef if they was in that building living together? Hey, Wizard, if they was living in that building, they started beefing, didn't they? Man, who ate my cheeseburger, man? Every time I get some food, man, you can't be... You know what I'm saying? Hey, Wizard, why they beefing, bro? They was beefing up in there and couldn't get away from each other. They was beefing. And it grew and grew and grew and grew. They was beefing. Because they was only together for the tour. The tour took a break. So Katt kept them together. When I get back, then we go on the second round of tour. Everybody already be in there. So left them in there. And see what I'm saying? That seemed to me that would be the first scenario in the real world that they was beefing. And that Reggie was beefing with the wrong one. He was beefing with the wrong one. This was security. He wasn't security because he wasn't dangerous. He was security because he's dangerous. Who are you going to take on security? When I do my book tour, I got somebody going to go with me. They dangerous. They're not no Boy Scout because there's dangerous people out there. So I'm taking somebody with me that's dangerous. This dude ain't no security because he's no punk. He really that. He's not a comedian. Chanel's not a comedian. He's not a comedian. He's not nobody to play with. And he crashed out. He crashed out. He had enough. He had enough. He crashed out. He ain't went and got no shotgun. He was super mad. He was still mad after he got arrested. Look at him. He's still mad. He's still mad. He's still mad. I don't be understanding, man. And these dudes trying to take down a black man that's making money trying to take Katt down. I'm real disappointed with MREC and Forgotten Kings TV, they some haters. They some haters. They coming off like some haters because they in the comedy. That's what give it away. They in comedy too. So just think about it. Somebody else in comedy. Why they going off like that choosing? When we was friends with Reggie and all that. Well, y'all, he wasn't on tour with y'all. He was out there getting a bag with Katt. But Katt wasn't there. How you know Katt was there when all this happening? Why y'all making up scenarios? The police said Katt Williams ain't got nothing to do with it. MREC was like, yeah, right, kind of vibe. I said, what? MREC want keep insinuating Katt got something to do with it. I'm like, okay, MREC is a goofy, okay? I'll say that. What he gonna do? Any dude like that ain't gonna do nothing, okay? He's a podcaster. He ain't about that life, all that New York stuff. Throw that shit out the window. You done already showed you a civilian and you ain't gangster like that. MREC ain't no gangster. Ain't got a gangster bone in his damn body. He kept trying to insinuate Katt. I said, oh, this dude, stay away from this dude. I see why nobody really mess with him. I see why he got to make it on his own. He a hater. MREC a hater. Yeah, you better go back and listen to him talking. When they said the police say he ain't got nothing to do with it. MREC like, something like, okay, yeah, right. And something like that, I said, wow. Oh, you just want, you know what I'm saying? Him and the other dude, they just want Katt to go down so bad. They look weak as hell. I don't want to watch neither one of them no more because I ain't want to hear their voices no more. I'm like that. They both I don't want to hear them no more. I can't listen to you once your credibility is shot. To me, their credibility is shot. Who is Corey? I don't know who Corey is, but I listen to MREC and the dude from Forgotten Kings TV. I listen to them talk, and both of them constantly trying to throw Katt in it. They look weak as hell. They're a couple of loser haters. I don't like haters. They some haters. Why Katt don't say nothing? We was with Reggie. We hung out with Reggie. We been around Reggie. I ain't heard nothing from Corey yet, so I can't say nothing about Corey till I hear Corey. I gotta hear Corey. I was listening to MREC. I was listening to MREC and Forgotten Kings TV. I wasn't watching Corey. I don't know what Corey said. Every time I was listening, it was on Forgotten Kings TV. I don't know nothing about what Corey's saying. I have to hear Corey first. But Corey can't say nothing because they beat up a comedian on his show, so he should know why the shotgun came out. Because if Corey knew would have did me like that, something might have came out. He might not be here no more. Corey might not be here if he would have did me like that, put his hands on me. I'm just saying he should be the main one to understand what happened. Because if he do all that goofy stuff to the wrong person, he ain't know what's going to happen. Corey ain't on the west side of Chicago, in Chicago, acting a certain kind of way like he acting on this internet. Corey ain't acting like that on the west side in Chicago. He ain't doing all that. He ain't doing none of that here. He doing that out on the road out there. He doing that on a TV show. He ain't doing all that. He ain't doing all that on the streets of Chicago. That's a fact. He ain't doing all that. He would have been unalived. Playing on these streets. He would have been like Corey ain't doing all that. All that because he kind of weird too. He the homeboy, but he be doing too much weird stuff, beefing with women and stuff. Last time I seen him, he was beefing with some chick. Yeah, I don't really like Corey's comedy. His comedy is like anti-women. I don't really like Corey's comedy. His comedy is trash. He hate women, and he try to make it like it's funny. Like maybe girls thought he was ugly or something. So he always dissing women. To Corey. Corey got an issue with women. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't really deal with, I got PTSD. So me and Corey, I can't be around Corey. You know what I'm saying? I can't be around Corey. I got PTSD. I don't really play like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just because you look like Shaq's little brother, that don't mean nothing to me. And you ain't funny. I'm funnier than Corey. I'll run Corey out the stage. He's not that funny. He ain't that funny. All that disrespecting women, that shit corny. I never liked his comedy. I got a mother, I got a sister, I got 3 daughters. So I don't really like his comedy. It's up there with them goofy jokes. I didn't like when he played a black Jesus with blonde hair. I said, oh, he a sellout. I told him to his face. Well, you've been a cornball since you played Jesus. So he been a sellout. You know what I'm saying? To me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying what dude talking about. I stopped messing with him there. When I see he want to sell out the real black culture, make a joke out of it. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be a black Jesus with a wig on. You know what I'm saying? Straight disrespectful bozo. You know what I'm saying? He's a bozo. You know what I'm saying? I'd be outside. I bet he don't say nothing to me. That'd be the last thing he ever say. He's a bozo. Yeah, you know he got to be a bozo because I don't disrespect the homies, but he a bozo. He make Chicago look bad. We ain't claiming, dude. We're trading for Chris Rock. He's a bozo. You know what I'm saying? With this, look at this. This ain't disrespectful. Look, some clown, like let them Europeans clown him like that. When some of us really look at a black Christ for real, he gonna be a black Christ, but he gonna put some European hair on his head, let them pay him to do that. Then they threw him to the wolves, and he ain't made $1 since. Look at this. Yeah, he from the rack, but what that mean? I don't mean nothing. Everybody don't get no pass just because they're from your city. I don't do all that. I don't mean nothing to me. You know how many people in Chicago I did dirty? I know people from Chicago that didn't pay us when they owed us. That was my job, to run down people from Chicago and collect. You think you got a pass because you ran off with a couple birds? What we say? You ran off with a couple birds, be from Chicago? What did you talk about? You know what I'm saying? That don't mean nothing. Because you from Chicago, what that mean? I don't do this stuff where everybody from your city is cool. You know what I'm saying? That's that internet stuff. That, he from Chicago and try to put him on everybody in Chicago. It's white people from Chicago don't even like black people. It's white police from Chicago. I don't understand. I don't understand that. He from Chicago. What that mean? I don't be showing no favoritism like that. Some things I just don't mention if it ain't necessary, but somebody brought him up. I didn't bring him up. Somebody say Corey is behind it, and that's why I mentioned his name. I would have never mentioned Corey, but since you mentioned it, he's a bozo, anti-woman. I had a mother, rest in peace to my mother and females in my family. I don't like no black man trying to make the joke out the black woman. If he want to tell jokes about the black woman, Why he don't tell jokes about his mama? Ain't got a good joke. Why don't he talk about his mama? Let's hear some jokes about his mama. She a black woman. I don't know. I don't really mess with Corey. He's a bozo. He's not funny. He ain't no good representative of the city of Chicago. His career ain't going nowhere. That old goofy nonsense. He's a goofy. He's a goofy. Corey's a goofy. Ain't never been funny. He's not funny. He's only being promoted by Europeans because he disrespects the black woman. And that's who he be disrespecting, the black woman. He ain't disrespecting the white woman. He disrespecting the black woman. Revolutionaries would chase him down the street butt naked. He ain't get no respect from no positive black people. He's a disgrace to his race. Yeah, everybody would say what kind of mama he had. What kind of mama he had. She must not have been shit. Big old cornball. I don't mess with dude. Like I said, I ain't liked him. I ain't never liked him. I ain't never liked Corey. He was always a bozo to me. But this situation with Katt, I don't like the way they doing Katt like that. I don't know what's up with MREC. I don't know what's up with him in this Forgotten Kings TV. I don't know if they just trying to get clout, trying to do content, but it's a bad look for some fellow people that's involved with comedy. And it just looked personal. The fact you involved with comedy. How is it that you're involved with comedy and you're going after the comedian and you're throwing the comedian in something where there's no evidence that the comedian got nothing to do with it? He's waiting in between tours. He might be anywhere in the world. So what the hell he got to do with two grown men that don't know how to behave? Because you can bet it was two grown men that don't know how to behave and they start beefing. It wasn't no one quiet, decent dude and another dude. It was two dudes clashing. If the shotty came out, they would say, this internet, don't nobody be real on this internet. It's too much fake stuff on here. Them dudes was beefing. And the police did not clear Katt unless they had a reason to clear Katt. And the reason they probably had to clear Katt, because Katt wasn't even there. Katt was probably in another country or out the country or in a whole nother state when that happened. They talking about Katt paid the DA. Y'all seen that? The DA should sue them. The district attorney should sue Forgotten Kings TV and MREC for implying that they took a payout. They some haters because he didn't do no business with them. It ain't got nothing to do with Shannon Sharp. If they're in the comedy business and Katt's a comedian and they ain't no Katt, it's because he didn't help them get no money in comedy. Okay? Anybody a businessman know that. What's the coincidence that they into the comedy world and they hating on Katt? That means they hating on him for business reasons. That Katt didn't do no show for them or something like that, but it's got something to do with comedy and them in the comedy business. We show you they some lames, because if you was in the comedy business, you wouldn't throw another comedian in there if you in the business. Even though Reggie was your boy, you would wait to find out what happened. You would not be saying all them, making all them suggestions with no proof. You've got no proof. Like me, I can't say what the beef was. I just say I believe they was beefing, that typically they was beefing. Now, Katt, I can't put Katt in it, but them two got into it, so I can make a scenario off of them two, but I can't make a scenario off of a third person when they was roommates. They was on the road together, and Katt left them as roommates. So then I have to try to make a scenario out of them two. I can't throw Fred Flintstone and Huckleberry Hound and Bozo the Clown and all this in that scenario. It was them two. One of them shot the other one. So what happened between them two? Simple. Yeah. Yeah, they talking crazy. Talking crazy. They ain't got no balls to have me over there. They scary ass. They ain't gonna have me over there. I'll make them look bad. Come on, man. Ain't nobody pull out no shotgun to air you out for nothing. You bit off more than you could chew. I'm 67. Well, I ain't got shot with no shotgun. I got stabbed, and it wasn't over nothing. It was because I started dating a woman, and her ex got mad. But I didn't take him from her. I was just doing well, and he was jealous. But I didn't get stabbed for nothing. That man ain't just got a knife and just stabbed me for nothing. He was extremely mad. I didn't have nothing to do with him being mad, but it wasn't just out the blue. Ain't nobody gonna just stab you. Ain't nobody just gonna shoot you. With something there, some kind of tension there. And it could be one-sided. Because I ain't had no tension, but he had tension. So that's why I wasn't expecting it. They soft. That's why I ain't gonna listen to them no more. I can't listen to MREC no more or that. I'm unsubscribing all of that. I do it right now, really. Because I don't want to hear nothing they gotta say no more. Because I feel like they ain't got no, they ain't real. That's what I feel. Unsubscribe MREC. He not real. He bogus. Forgotten Kings TV, unsubscribe. He not real either. I don't even want to hear nothing else they got to say, man. What I'm gonna listen to you for? When I listen to you, I gotta know what you standing on for me to even listen to you. And once I see you ain't standing on nothing, I ain't gonna have no real interest. How? Everything you say is gonna be phony. I don't want to hear nothing they gotta say no more. I don't want to see no more of them videos. Them videos they keep making about trying to insinuate Katt like that is irritating me. That's why I'm over here venting. I'm over here venting because it got to the point I'm like, the hell with them. Usually I try to, the first one, I dissed my second one. So I was real respectful to them and Scruncho. But now, the hell with Scruncho too. His credibility, his street cred gone too. You try to put somebody in something. Because what? Because Katt didn't help you? Because I seen the one brother like Katt on tour and everybody on tour with is real old. I said, what? So it sounded like, oh, Katt ain't taking us on tour. He got all these old comedians. But here go the thing. If Katt's going on tour and he want to help people, who would he want to help first? The old comedians that paid a lot of dues that need to get a bag so they didn't ruin their whole career? So yeah, to me, it makes sense that Katt taking the older comedians so they can get a bag because he watched them tell jokes for years and it ain't pan out the way it is. So to me, that's righteous. That he taking Mark Curry and all of them on tour with them so they can get a bag. They paid a lot to the game. So he taking people that put a lot into the game for him to get in the game. He's showing honor to the older comedians. They was talking about like it's a negative thing. I said, what? Somebody, I forgot who said that. They're like, Katt, everybody on this older than me. I said, oh, wow, these some real haters. Katt trying to help them people get some back. From what I've seen with Katt be trying to help people. From what I see. Everybody told me Katt the type of person that'll just give you 10 bands, just give you 10,000 just on GP. That's what people tell me. I've heard nothing but about good things about Katt when it comes to charity. They say Katt will just walk up to you and give you a paper bag and walk off. And when you open it, it'll be $50,000 in there. That's what they be saying about Katt. He be gone before you open it. He don't want no credit for it. That's what I heard. I heard Katt, the real stand-up dude. That's what I heard. And the fact that they saying he got a bunch of old comedians on stage with him, like that's a bad thing. That's a great thing. That means Katt trying to show love. Even the fact Katt got them going so they can make a bag. It ain't Katt's fault that this one shot this one. But he had them making some money, and this dude finally bogus because Katt was helping your brother or your relative and something went bad. Now you're going to turn on the one that was helping your brother? Trying to put him in it? Trying to put him in it. He was helping your brother. He was helping your relative. You know what I'm saying? Katt helping them. They messed it up and messed Katt up. Got Katt name in something. He ain't got their name in nothing. Katt ain't got their name in no crazy news. But they got Katt name all in their mess. Anything can see this why I get for trying to help people. That situation make Katt be careful who he help. Like maybe I need to just go out here by myself, just me and security. I know that's what he thinking. But Katt a real nice dude. He gonna go do the same thing. He ain't gonna speak on this. He don't want no lawsuit. He don't want no problems like that. He gonna make sure he clear and that it's all fall on them two brothers, which I know that's what it is them two brothers. Once they say dude got shot a few times with a shotgun, that's all I needed to know. I knew that was personal. That ain't had nothing to do with Katt. That was something personal. If you ask me, they was beefing some kind of way. And we live at a time where a dude can't take a loss in a fight. I don't know what happened between them two, but I know something happened between them two. And I know whatever happened, he got extremely mad. He wasn't a little mad. As far as he was concerned, it went too far. Whatever happened, as far as Tranell was concerned, it went too far. And when Tranell's family come out and speak, that's when you're going to get the whole story. It's going to be his family going to tell the whole story. It's going to be him telling his family what happened, and his family going to come and tell what happened. You watch. You watch. It's going to be Tranell's family that's going to clear this up. But you can't tell me he just got a shotgun and pumped it in you. Now, he was big mad. He was big mad. If he got a shotgun and shot you like that and was still there to get arrested, he was big mad. He was so mad that after he did it, he wasn't even trying to get away or nothing. He knew he had crashed out. He already knew he was going to jail when he did it. He had already knew. He was like, man, you know what I'm saying? And that's unfortunate because he could have just kept his composure and stayed on the tour making money. And he threw the bag away with this dude. And I'm a good judge of character. And this dude, I don't even want to say. I don't even want to say. Because I don't want to speculate on him, because I might find out something else. So I ain't going to speculate on his character. But the way Emmerich and Forgotten Kings was talking about him, I could see him getting shot. According to what they said, that was really what's bad about it. They saying the wrong. They not helping dude none. They kind of painting dude like he'll get down. You know? Emmerich and Forgotten Kings is painting Reggie like he'll get out. And they don't even, I said, y'all saying too much. Like they saying, they ain't helping Reggie none. They ain't helping Reggie none. I watched it, so I ain't just talking. I listened to them. And the way they kept, I said, why they keep bringing up Reggie's character and how he was, and Reggie gonna ride, you know, like I said, well, y'all, why y'all saying this? Y'all not helping him. They saying stuff that insinuates Reggie got a little gangster in him. I swear to God, y'all go listen. I said, what is they doing? They not helping Reggie none. They not. They hurting Reggie. I said, these dudes. Because they start talking about how much they like Reggie, how much they know Reggie. Reggie will ride with you. I said, you know what I'm saying? What is they doing? Man, they damaging Reggie. If dude come and say Reggie jumped on him or did something, it's going to be believable after Emmerich and them been running their mouth. He a rider. You know what I'm saying? I said, man. And then people say, well, I'm talking. That's because they talking. When they get to talking, everybody going to get to talk. That's why they close to it. They shouldn't have never said nothing. That's why it's called open up a whole can of worms. Because now they talking, and everybody going to be talking, including the police and the investigators, and everybody going to be talking. It's crazy. I said, look at this. They made the first video, I said something. I tried to be. Then they keep making them. They keep making videos. They keep making videos about Katt and Reggie and Tranelle. They keep making them. And I'm like, why are they talking about this like this? So drop. They just keep talking about it. Keep talking about it. And they keep throwing Katt in it for no reason. The DA done already said, then the police said Katt ain't got nothing to do with it. They saying Katt ain't got nothing to do with it. Yeah, right. And all this, like that's the vibe. Like they still trying to insinuate Katt got something to do with it. Then they turn around a few minutes later. We ain't trying to say Katt got nothing to do with it, but he at least could say something. I'm like, what? He ain't got to say shit. If two men is in a house, they ain't under Katt's watch, them grown-ass men. And if they get to beefing and one of them gets shot with a shotgun, that ain't got nothing to do with Katt. That's why I'm disappointed with Emmerich. He ain't representing the streets none. Katt ain't got nothing to do with two dudes getting into it, period. If you work for me, and once you get off work that night, right, you're only in my care while we going to the tour, while we going to the show, and after the show. In between shows, you on your own. Period. I'm not your babysitter. I'm only responsible for you when you get on the tour bus to the arena and back. Once you go back and you go to your hotel room and y'all get to fighting, y'all grown men. Not only am I not responsible, y'all ruining my business. Reggie and Trinell is infringing on Katt's business in the place where they sell merch from, where they making millions of dollars selling merchandise. Now they got to leave the house, find somewhere else, change their address for the shipping for the merchandise because of two dudes. And you telling me Katt would have did all that, messed all that money up and did it sloppy like that? Unbelievable. And then constantly insinuating Katt got something to do with it. Thought the police must have got paid off to say, I said to myself, I'm like, oh, this dude, Emrek, he just, okay, that's why he got a gossip show. I get it. Because all his show is gossip and call in and gossip. I said, oh, I get it. He Ann Landers, he the gossip guy. Okay, I forgot you the gossip dude. That's all you do is gossip. Fiji did this. Feju did this. That's his whole show is gossip. So I'm like, oh, okay. He a soap opera anyway. It all started making sense. I'm like, oh, man. Because I never listened to him. I just always listened to when he break down what he finna talk about. And once everybody started calling in, I turned it off because it's too bitchy. But I did support him because at the beginning, at least you found out something happened. So it'd be like this happened and this happened and that happened. And I like that. But then he opened up the phone lines and be gossip. So I always turn it off when the gossip starts. Now I'm looking at him like, oh, your whole show is gossip. You know what I mean? Oh, you just a gossiper. Now he's shown to be a gossiper. You know, somebody else show gossiping about Katt, trying to throw Katt into something. I'm like, oh, man, this dude ain't represent no streets like he said he in the streets. He grew up in the streets and homie did. Bro, you don't represent no streets, bro. Ain't no street dude want Katt to say nothing. Don't no street dude care if Katt don't say nothing. Well, that's a part of the streets. Scrunch or backstabber too. You ain't lying. I tried to give him a little props on the first thing too, but I'm just realizing how many fights and stuff he done been into. He was into it with the other brother, with the dark-skinned brother, the comedian. He was beefing with that brother. Now I'm thinking Scruncho might have been the main one behind that. Like, why your mouth is always in some gossip too? You ain't supposed to, man. Only thing they can say is rest in peace to Reggie. You know what I'm saying? Or leave it at that. Rest in peace, Reggie. Now they got me talking because I'm like, man, ain't nobody shot you with no shotgun for nothing. Tell it to somebody else, man. Yeah, he helped Monique. He helped everybody. Katt cool. But ain't nobody shot you for nothing with no shotgun. I don't give a damn what MREG talk about. This the rack. This the rack right here. Boy, ain't nobody pumped you with no shotgun for nothing. Y'all was beefing. Tell that to somebody else. Ain't no multimillionaire like Katt Williams gonna have you shoot nobody with no shotgun. He ain't gonna shoot you with no shotgun either. Katt got too many dudes to whoop you. He got the bag. They trying to insinuate Katt. Them two dudes was beefing up in there living together. If anybody been out here in the world, I'm 67. And I've been in some bands. And you know what always mess up the band? It's always two dudes in the band beefing. They don't care about the band. They can't stay focused on the tours. They can't stay focused on the shows. They beefing. Mess up the whole band. I done seen it. Mess up the whole band. Just play your drums and play your instrument and go home. No. They messed the whole band up. I done seen that how many times? It's one of the reasons the black man can't get nowhere, because he can't find no black brothers to work together without one of them getting into it with somebody. It's always that one. Sometimes it's two of them, which is even worse. And they can't just do the job and sit down. They always saying something extra. You ever been around a brother always saying some extra shit to you? And they try to laugh it off like it's a joke? You ain't said nothing to him, but he always got some kind of slick comment from nowhere. It be throwing you out. Like, man, why dude keeps saying all this extra stuff? I ain't even bothering him. It's always some black dude that's just poking you for nothing. I have them come over here in my chat. I don't know him from a can of paint. And they'll just come over here and just be poking, just be in the chat, just bother me for no reason. I don't even know them. They just be hating. They just be from nowhere. I have to block them. And I'm like, who does that? Like, dude, I don't even know you. Where you get enough energy to come over here and go against me like that? And it be happening in the streets too. That's why I don't be around a lot of dudes like that. I don't be around dudes like that. Because it's always some that's looking to start stuff. They just live like that. They just hard to get along with. Just hard to get along and to throw away all the money and all that. Because whatever them brothers did, it was foul, because they should have been on their best behavior. If Katt got them out there trying to get a bag, they couldn't even be on their best behavior for anyway. And as far as Reggie go, I mean, why his career ain't took off bigger? What he really be acting like? That's what I would say about him. That what's really been happening with his career. And a lot of times when brothers be saying they like somebody in the professional business, and they get out there and like they got my name in their mouth while we was doing business and stuff, and they be like, Pharaoh this and Pharaoh. A lot of times they was beefing with me. A lot of times they talking after we squash the beef, they gonna get on there and say, yeah, beef with Pharaoh. But at one point, he was my main enemy. The one got my name in his mouth. The phony one. Be the main hater. Or they'll have my name in their mouth because they was always hating on somebody else, and I broke it up. I broke it up and rolled with them while they was beefing with somebody else. So they like, Pharaoh, my man. But you ain't telling them I'm your man. Why? Because you was beefing with dude, and I rolled with you. But you was beefing, though. That's how you got to be my man, pulling you out another goofy-ass beef. I've been outside. I ain't no baby. I'm not just 67. That's what a lot of people don't understand. 67 means a lot of miles on the car, in the world, in the streets. It don't make you less, it make you more efficient. I'm what you would call a professional when it comes to the streets. If you're an amateur, you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not even doing one. It's going down at a third of a one. Break that one down into 3. That's how that's going. It's not gonna escalate. It's just going to be some deflation on your part. You're going to just deflate. It's not going to even escalate because I've been through it. And it's like, he do this, then you do that, then he do this, then you do that, then he punch you. If you know, or he do something. Every time. And when you get if you've been in there, you know the escalation. When he do this, you already know, okay, here we go. You just take care of him right there on step A. As soon as he do A, we don't do no B. When you've been out here, you could tell, here we go with this shit. So if I go and I'm on the road with you and you just start saying just a little hate shit, I'm taking that. I already know it's going to grow. So I'm either trying to get away from you or I got to do you dirty. I got to make up a decision. Because you playing. I ain't motherfucking playing. What, you want to escalate this? Nah. So if I'm on the road with a big comedian and you say this, I'm going to tell dude, listen, man, separate me from dude. Separate me. I don't want to bunk with him. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? Separate me from him. We're going to be fine. And tell him just don't say nothing to me. Early, we're going to get that straight. I'm not going to be communicating with you. I'm going to be quiet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to communicate with you and be quiet because I already seen it. I ain't never been to the penitentiary. I've been to the county jail. You go to the penitentiary, that dude that say that little stuff, you better take care of that. You might not got to do it in the county jail because people go home in the county jail, so you don't want to crash out in the county jail because people making bail and stuff. But if you go to penitentiary, I ain't never been, but I'm telling you, that dude that say that little slick thing, you got to handle that right then. Because he coming. He not ready to let you know. So I go to penitentiary, you say some little thing, I'm going to lull you to sleep and I'm going to do you. I ain't saying I'm going to unalive you. I ain't saying all that on social media. I ain't saying that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that. I'm just talking about boxing or something. Because we on social media. But the hater's a hater early. This for the young brothers watching me. If you want to have a nice life, you don't want to be getting caught up, stay away from haters. Stay up to yourself. Stay with your queen. Don't have a bunch of dudes around your queen or your family. All that hanging out with dudes, that's for little boys. Okay? That's for little boys. That's up to junior, senior year in high school. Cool. As soon as you graduate from high school, all that hanging out, that shit over with. You're on grown man time. You ain't in high school no more. You're a grown man. You're 18. So all that junior, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, 8th grade, 7th grade, 6th grade, 5th grade stuff, that's all gone. Stay away from dudes. To the brothers out there, stay away from dudes. If a dude ain't trying to do no business and don't know how to conduct himself, stay away from dudes. Get you a woman and go off and do your thing. But stay away from dudes. Because all they're going to do, if you like to be around dudes, you're going to be around haters or you're the hater. One or the other. But nothing good's going to come out of it if he ain't doing no business. If he's a real businessman, he not going to do nothing crazy and you not going to do nothing crazy because you're doing business. Both of these dudes ain't about no business. Reggie wasn't about no business and the security guard wasn't about no business. That's why they kept tangling. Because that could have been de-escalated. It wasn't de-escalated because they wasn't standing on nothing. They wasn't working to the point to expand. Dude wasn't trying to get his own security company. Reggie wasn't trying to get to the point to have his own comedy tour and all this stuff. Because he could have stayed out the way. He was in the way. He was involved. Nobody just shot him. He had some involvement. Even if the other dude was wrong. He played in it. He got involved in it. He got wrapped up in the beef. That's a fact. Because if he would have sideswiped that, he would have still been here unless something else happened to him. That never would have happened to Reggie if he would have sideswiped the situation. He didn't. That's definitely a fact, because ain't nobody just shot you with no shotgun. Tell that to somebody else. There was some talking going on for that to happen. You quiet. Ain't nobody just shot no quiet dude with no shotgun. Okay? It was some rah-rah sis kumbaya going down. You know what I'm saying? It was some rah-rah going down. If any of y'all, if you come here and you come visit me, I guarantee you I won't say nothing slick. Never in my life will I say nothing to disrespect you, no type of slick bullshit. I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna move around this city. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna be talking about positive things. I'm gonna show you mad love and respect. I'm gonna be the best host, and I ain't gonna say nothing slick. I don't talk slick to people. I don't say nothing out of pocket to nobody like a goofy. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't joking on no brothers. None of that. I ain't never been like that. Even when I was in high school, the only people I joke on was the jokers. We was professional signifiers. If you wasn't a professional signifier and didn't signify back and you didn't have fun signifying, I ain't say nothing to you. We had one friend, his name was Robert. He wanted to be in there with the signifiers with us, but then he get mad. We had to kick him out. Because he wanted to tell a joke and laugh, but then when somebody hit him hard with one, now he want to get mad. No, bro, you can't ride over here. Because over here, we don't get mad. You can talk about me like a dog, say the funniest joke in the world. I signed up for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get mad. I signed up for you to talk about me. This is how it's going. It might be hard. I got to try to come back. And if I can't come back, I got to congratulate you. All right, you got me. You got me on that one. You got me. I can't even come back good. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not finna get mad. Oh, man, what you say? And I just got through talking about you. I just got through talking about you like a dog, but then mine flopped. And then you talk about me and yours was great, and everybody started laughing. Now what? Now I'm mad? Oh, come on, Dad. You too soft, dear. That's soft. That's soft. You got to be hard. You don't care. So, you know, these people go on tour, these brothers go on tour and couldn't keep their professionalism. Both of them. Because my mom used to say it take two to tango, and both of these dudes was out of line. I would say. These two didn't know how to act. I believe. These two couldn't keep it professional. That's what I would say. That would be my first guess. And it got out of hand. And somebody was going. He was really that. He like, I'm really that. Stop playing with me. I'm really that. This is not a dude you play with. Not if he went and got a shotgun. He ain't that. That's why he was security. He don't play. You gotta know, don't play with security. Security is dangerous and serious. This dude was security. He don't play. That's why he's security. When we take security with us, them is not people that play. That's why we take them. They with the bull. How you get shot by security? What you was doing? What happened? They didn't want to bring that up. They want to bring up Katt. If two dudes get in it, you're supposed to bring up the two dudes. That should be the first investigation. Now they want the police to say a bunch of stuff. You know, these people ain't built like that, man. They shouldn't be speaking on the streets. They're like, it's been 7 whole days. Let me tell you something. If somebody gets shot down with a shotgun in a small town in Mississippi, it's going to take a while for that investigation. They might got to even bring it. They might even got to bring in police from the big city to help with the investigation. Okay? So if this happened in a small town in Mississippi, they might got to bring in investigators from Jackson because they're not equipped for that type of situation in a small town. So now they might got to send the forensics and all that stuff off, all the way to Jackson or another big city. And then they got to wait for that stuff to come back. Then they got to have a big detective come all the way from there to help with the investigation. So you're not getting no results like it happened in Chicago. It happened in some little small place that's not far from Memphis because they took Reggie to Memphis. So they was on the border of Mississippi, right? So when they said, when M. Reckoner said, well, it's been this many days, y'all slow. This is a slow town in Mississippi. You're not going to get no fast results. If it happened in Jackson, Mississippi, and it happens in Chicago, even though Jackson's a big city, you're going to get faster results in Chicago than you're going to get in Jackson. You're going to get faster results in Jackson than you're going to get in that little city they was in. That was a little town. So what you mean 7 days? How you want fast results when they had to take the man to the hospital in the next state? The next hospital was in Tennessee. It happened in Mississippi. If you got to take them to the hospital in Tennessee, that shows you that where they was at is not equipped for this type of situation. They ain't even have a hospital for this type of situation. So you're not going to hear nothing about this. And a holiday coming up. They not going to make no big noise about this until Tuesday or Wednesday. Tuesday or Wednesday, sometime next week, you're going to hear what happened. For them to think they was going to hear it any sooner than that, especially Emmerich. Bro, you from New York. Why is he expecting New York results? No, you might not hear nothing fast. This is a small town, bro. Stuff got to get mailed off. They ain't got no lab right there they could drive to. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no lab to drive. That ain't Philadelphia. That ain't New York. That ain't Chicago. That ain't LA. That ain't Dallas. That ain't Houston. That was a small town right near Memphis, to the point they couldn't even take the man to the hospital. They had to take him across the state lines to the nearest hospital where he passed away. Rest in peace to Reggie. But I had to talk about this so people could hit on it and get some real stuff. Listen, y'all that watching this, stop with all that. Let the police come out and say what they're going to say. And leave Katt name out of it. If Katt wasn't there, then it ain't nothing to say. If the police can't prove Katt wasn't there, then it ain't nothing to say. And all that huffing and yeah, right, and all that Emmerich doing, Emmerich's looking way unprofessional. Because he's trying to say that the police is lying. That the police in Mississippi is going to try to help Katt. That's what they insinuate. They're just a cover up for Katt. It's a cover-up for Katt. You got to be kidding me. That's what they're saying. They saying it's a cover. They covering up. Hold on. Hold on. If y'all think I'm lying, hold on. Hold on. Y'all think I'm lying. This one right here. This first one. Billy Sorrells respond to Katt Williams cleared by DA. And comedian Reggie Carroll unalive. And they was mad and didn't want to accept that the DA cleared. I ain't lying. It's the most ridiculous stuff you ever heard. And all these comedians, Corey Holcomb, Scruncho, all these comedians, they just look like they jealous. Because I can't see no bunch of comedians jumping out there when it's two comedians, but the other comedian ain't even involved. And look, they got Katt Williams' face on every picture. Every picture, they got Katt Williams' face. But they ain't got dude face. They got Katt Williams' face and Katt wasn't even there. Every video, they got Katt's face. And not the actual shooter. Now, what kind of nonsense is that? What kind of nonsense is that? Look. Every video, look who face they got. Katt, 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 Katt. Not, they only got the shooter in the video 4 days ago. But they still got Katt up there, and Katt ain't got nothing to do with it. They say Katt Williams company evicted over deadly shooting. Just, man, they look like some lames. And MREC is over there with that. They look lame as hell. They look lame. It's clear they hating on Katt because he at the top of the game. Corey Holcomb will never be funny as Katt in his life, okay? There he go jumping in something ain't even none of his business. And the only reason he in there is to hate on Katt. Then they gonna swear they love Reggie so much while Reggie not here. Another fake thing you see all the time when a brother or sister pass away. They get all these people that love them more than anybody. They love Reggie more than everybody. Now that Reggie not here. Now that Reggie not here, that's their boy. You know what I'm saying? That's their boy. They love Reggie. You know what I'm saying? That's their boy. Or they don't like Katt. You know what I'm saying? They don't like Katt. Yeah, it's going to stay up. They don't like Katt. They like Reggie. Because Katt getting money and Katt doing better than them. And so you know they don't like Katt. But they love Reggie. Oh, they love Reggie so much. Trying to make money and make content off of Reggie name. Go make a whole bunch of videos with Reggie name to get views. Using him for content, trying to fool somebody. That's what I'm over here expose the whole thing. They ain't doing nothing but using Reggie for content. They don't give a damn about Reggie. They might know him a little bit. They might have been friends with him, but that ain't why they posting all them videos. It's content. It's content. They try to make money off his name. How much of that money they making from them videos they gonna send the family when they get through talking? Donate all the money from them videos. You know what I'm saying? Donate all the money from them videos to Reggie family then. Then the other brother that spoke up, I think he was beefing with Katt already. So he jumps in. Man, I'm telling you. That's all I got to say. But I gave my point of view on it. There's some suckers for that. You know what I mean? I got to get some evidence on Katt, or something got to be said for me to just throw Katt in that. You know what I'm saying? But I really was outside. I really was doing crimes. And I know Katt ain't supposed to say nothing because he looking at criminal situation and a civil situation. If you don't want to be civilly sued, you ain't going to throw your name in there because you want to be able to say, I don't got nothing to do with what they was doing. So you can protect your business. You don't want to tie yourself to Reggie to the hip like that. Everybody talking about Reggie was under Katt's watch. Reggie was a grown-ass man. He under his own damn watch. These black men is soft. If I go somewhere and I go on a tour or something like that, if I'm on the tour bus with you or something like that and the tour bus crash or something, I can't sue you. I can sue the tour bus driver or something. But I can't sue you if you just rented the tour bus and you wasn't driving it. You know what I'm saying? And then Katt Williams is the type of person that probably wouldn't have to do nothing. He'd probably kick down anyway. But I mean, I can't blame everything on him just because I'm on tour with him unless I could tie some kind of way he was at fault to whatever happened. But if he leave me at a house to live at and me and the dude getting a beef, what the hell that got to do with Katt? When they messing up Katt, how Katt messing them up? Well, they arguing and one of them gets shot. How is Katt messing their life up? They messing Katt life up. If anybody's supposed to get sued, Katt's supposed to sue this guy. This the guy messing up the bag. I mean, in my world, every real dude know and real woman know they was them two dudes. These dudes that got into it. It's a 99% chance that they got into it in the real world. Reggie and Trinell got into it, and it went bad. And that's a 99% chance in the hood or in the black with black folks that these two was beefing up in that house, had got on each other's nerve. And for this dude to do the shooting, this dude wouldn't stop. Typically, the shooter had enough of you playing. Typically, this dude not gonna just shoot you. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Dude is not gonna just crash out unless you out of pocket. In the real world, you're not just up eating no cereal, minding your business, and get popped a few times with no shotgun. If somebody let a shotgun loose on you, they was sick of you. In the real world, you was pushing the line, and dude got fed up. In the real world. In the real world. Not on the internet world. In the real world, for dude to get mad enough to go get, for me to get mad enough to get the shotgun and forget about my freedom and everything, you done went too far. In the real world. You done went too far. I'm sick of you. Okay? If I do that, I got issues. I'm a shooter. I don't play like that. And you was playing, and I don't play. You tell jokes. I'm security. I do people. I'm an enforcer. I'm mean. That's why I'm security. You tell jokes. He don't tell no jokes. He don't tell jokes. No, I'm not doing conspiracy. I'm doing the hood. This the hood. This how the hood is. Ain't no conspiracy. In the hood, if somebody pop you a bunch of times with a shotgun and don't try to get away with it and just did it straight out and get arrested, you done went too far, dude. We call this, we say in the streets, he crashed out. He crashed out. And everybody know you crash out because something happens. Everybody know that. Anybody don't know that? Hey, this conversation ain't for you. You ain't built like that. You ain't outside. This a crash out. Crash outs just don't happen. It's tension for a crash out. That's a fact. Look how many people I got. Look how many men I got to block over here that play too much. That really couldn't be around me playing like that. I'm going to keep it real. It's dudes on YouTube couldn't be around me playing like that, but I would just get the hell away from you. But if I wasn't the type of person to get away from you, I would crash out on you playing. And because I know I got that type of, just keep myself free, I have to get away from you because I don't want to go to the penitentiary over you. If it was, it still got out of hand. It still got out of hand no matter what it was. I'm not saying what it is. I'm not saying what it is with it. I never said what crash out over what. Whatever it was, it led to a crash out. So you're talking about what caused the crash out. I'm not talking about that. We talking about two different things. You talk about what happened. I'm talking about the results. I ain't talking about what happened. Which is you talking about what could have happened. I don't know what could have happened. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what could happen. I know that whatever happened, he had enough. That's all I'm saying. I can't say of what it was over. I don't know what it was over. But it ain't got nothing to do with no Katt Williams. And if it do, we'll cross that road when we get to it. But I'm not gonna bring up that wild scenario. I'm not just that's not realistic in the streets. That's not realistic in the streets. Katt Williams involved is not realistic in the streets. It's not realistic on no gangster stuff. It's not. That's not realistic. Now somebody say, well, Pharaoh, Katt Williams could have did it and paid dude to take the rap. If Katt Williams did it, dude still did something to get pumped with his shotgun. He went too far. I don't care who shot him. For him to get shot like that with a shotgun, he crossed the line in the real world. Nobody just gonna do that to you, especially nobody you working with. You gotta tell me something better than that. Nobody just gonna get no shotgun and hit you like that. Yeah, it was exactly. Nobody gonna do that. Nobody gonna do that. Nobody gonna do that. You went too far. Whatever it was, you went too far. You definitely wasn't innocent. Nobody just did that. Didn't nobody do that for nothing. I don't care what nobody. Ain't nobody did that for nothing. Not nobody that know you. Nobody know you would do that for nothing. You understand? Anybody that knows you is not hitting you with no shotgun all them times for nothing. They gotta tell that ain't no jealousy gonna make that happen or nothing. Even if they jealous, something still gotta happen to get the anger up to that level. You have to feed anger. Anger gotta be fed. And the way he got, unalive was serious anger. I don't know how many times. I think he's got hit 5 times. Officer found a victim suffering from gunshot wounds at the scene. Let me see if I can find how many. 12 gauge. Comedian unalive with 12 gauge shotgun. This was an incident between two roommates that knew each other. One of them is from California, one of them is from Maryland. This is not an indication that there's a problem in the community. That's what the police said. They ain't telling the details because they probably gotta wait. Yeah, they gotta wait. They gotta wait. They're gonna do the official. They're gonna do the news conference thing. But it's a small city, so that might take some time too. You ever seen small city news? Sometimes they have to get their news from the big city. They don't even have a news channel. Yeah, let me see. The district attorney said Williams used a shotgun in the shooting and that Carroll had multiple bullet wounds. All they said is multiple. Multiple. Man. People leave Katt alone, man. I like Katt Williams, man. I like Katt Williams. Can't nobody turn me against Katt Williams. Katt Williams is a pro-black brother. I always be talking some pro-black stuff. I watched him over the years get blacker and blacker and do more and more. And he's funny too. Katt really funny. He really that. Katt Williams is very talented. I watch some of his shows. Some of his comedian things don't be as good as the other ones, but shit, you getting up there every day, of course. But man, when it's funny, it's hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. Katt is at the top of the game right now, man. That dude is hilarious. Katt Williams is hilarious. The skits he come up with, the comedy he come up with is genius. Yeah, I wish nothing but the best for him, and I'm sorry them brothers messed it up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stay positive. Thanks for supporting the channel. It is what it is. G's up.